Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is K-Shine and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. You already know your girl is back with another story time based on the title. You know exactly what I'm about to talk about. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at K-Shine with 3 E's. Y'all already know the drill. This is part 2, so make sure you watch part 1 first. It will be linked in my description box below. But y'all already know, without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Let's go. All right, y'all. So, boom. Y'all know exactly how I like to start my story times off. By the way, these the nails. I do be getting some comments saying, show your nails, show your nails. You never show your nails no more. I be forgetting, y'all. So sorry. But this is how they look. Period. I do post them sometimes on my Instagram, so really make sure you follow my Instagram if you want to see how my nails look. But anyways, let's hop into this. So in part 1, I left off where I was at Sheen house, coming out of Sheen house, coming down the porch, down a little pathway, right, to go pick up my whole bag. And his little friend that he had pulled up, what I call her, Stacy. Stacy was getting out the car and she was walking up on the porch to like go in front of the house. So, as she walking over to me, I am looking her up and down, not gonna lie. Because for me, I'm just trying to see what type of time you on because this ain't my man. I don't care about nothing that he got going on or nothing that he do. So if you cool, I'm gonna be cool. But if you feel some type of way that I barged in his house to go get my stuff, then yeah, it's just, if you feeling pressure, let me know. So, I'm looking her up and down to see like what she trying to do or whatever. And it seemed like, she was walking straight on the porch. So, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what I been had thought. So now, but I'm like, oh, okay. So as I'm about to keep walking, because I see she ain't on no type of time, because she ain't say nothing to me. She didn't really like stare at me or give me no weird vibe. She kind of just walked right past me. So at this point, I guess Sheen had peeped that Shauna was in a car. Like he see my car in front of the house and he see she in there. So this messy ass dude, he's so damn messy. He like, okay, you so fucking weird. Like, why would you bring Shauna in here so y'all can jump my girl? Like, y'all weird as fuck. Like, why y'all trying to jump her? Come on, babe, hurry up and get in the house. So I'm like, what? So I did turn around. Like, granted, I could have just kept going to my car, but I turned around and said, who's trying to jump her? Like, what are you even talking about? You see Shauna in the car. Shauna never even got out or nothing. Like, why are you talking about we try to jump her? And I'm like, oh, that's your girl, but I was just here. How that's your girl, but I was just at your house in your bed. Like I was just here, but you talking about this your girl. And don't even try to put that persona out about me, tell me something, why y'all trying to jump her. Like, it's literally no static. But I'm like, you messy. So I'm laughing at him like, okay, I see you one of them messy niggas. Like, you trying to be messy. Ain't nobody thinking about her or you. So he like, no, it's just weird that because I hung up on you and I don't want nothing to do with you, you want to go pick up a friend to come back and try to jump her. Like, that's some weird shit. So I'm like, I'm just looking around. I'm like, oh, you funny. Like, boy, you is hilarious. I'm like, you ain't got to worry about nothing, baby. I'm not worried about you or her. And listen, you talking about because I'm mad because you didn't answer me back or you hung up. Love, block my number, delete it. I don't care about none of that. What are you talking about? I said, if anything, we gonna jump your ass. Like, nobody's thinking about little Stacy, okay? Because I really wasn't. Like, don't try to put that in the air. Try to act like, oh, it's another girl here. We trying to jump her. Like you really got static behind you. Dude, I don't care about you. I'm thinking like I should have left you in the past and not fuck with you like my first mind told me. Y'all really got to listen to y'all intuition because I kept telling y'all in the last video, like, all the signs was pointing for me to like not talk to him. And even when we tried to start back talking, I just had a feeling like I couldn't let go of the stuff that he was saying and the stuff that he did back then. But here I am thinking like, well, he didn't really do anything to me and he's older and maybe he's changed. Let me go ahead and give him another try. Especially, it's always the ones that be on your body. It's always the ones that hunt you down for years and try to talk to you for years and years and just own you bad. Then you give them a chance and they always fuck it up. It's always the one. That was literally him. Like, you begging for chances, begging to take me out. I'm curving you, but then eventually I give in and accept the date. And look what the fuck you do. You ask for a chance and look what the fuck you do with the chance, okay? But anyway, so I'm thinking like, boy, you've been on my ass for years. Like, you've been trying to get with me. You've been like, so don't do that. Don't talk about, oh, now because you don't want to fuck with me no more, I'm about to come back and jump your friend. It never, ever, ever gave that. So I'm like, boy, you've been on my body. So he like, no, I haven't. Not for real. Like, what are you talking about? Like, because I've been messing with her right here. So, like, don't try to act like I wanted you. Like, no, you wanted me. Sheen. Sheen, you really gonna try to lie in front of this girl? So I'm just laughing like, oh, I wanted you. Do you want me to pull up the DMs? And I know y'all thinking like, baby, it's like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay, just get in the car. You ain't got nothing to prove. But sometimes when niggas try to show out, yeah, like it's gonna be a bad day for you. I'm thinking like I'm the wrong one to try to show out in front of, like, baby, because I always got the receipts. So it's about to be bad for you. So you want to show out? You wanna make a scene? I'm gonna give you what you asking for. So I'm like, I know you don't want me to pull up because my phone was sitting in the car, of course, because it was still hooked up to the charger. So I'm like, you want me to go get the phone? Oh, you said I've been hounding you and I've been on your back. Do you want me to go get the phone so I can pull this shit up? Because normally I don't even like to explain myself, but sometimes you be having to put certain people in their place and let them know. Like, bitch, don't ever try to, even though I don't know this girl, Stacy, don't ever try to put that out that I'm on your body. It's never, no. So yeah, I'm like, I can go get my phone. Like, don't make me go get the phone where you begging to take me out, begging to see me, begging for me to answer the phone, liking, hearting every goddamn picture you see, every status I make, you own that boy. Please don't make me go get the phone. So he like, come on, Stacy, just get in the house, cause like she doing too much and she crazy, and I ain't got time for her and her little friend to try to fight you. Like, I don't play about you. Now you don't play about her, huh? Makes me wonder if this the same girl from all them years ago when you say you be cheating on her and stuff. Make me wonder, but of course, how am I supposed to know? But I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, you might want to go in the house. You and your girl go on in the house, because what the fuck is you talking about? They go in the house with her, so I'll go ahead and get in my car. So Shauna's like, what the fuck? I'm like, you hear this dude trying to act like I've been on his body and all of this, like he's weird. She like, yeah, nah, we not about to be fucking with them no more. We should have been left them alone. I'm like, exactly. We call ourselves trying to be nice and actually give them a chance, and it's just like, no. So whatever. So yeah, we leave. I drop Shauna off and I go home. So I go to bed and all that. I wake up the next day. I'm thinking like, all right, cool. I ain't gonna hear from Sheen no more. Like, he probably unfollowed me. All of that. I go on social media. He did not follow me. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, maybe he don't care about shit like that. But I just knew I was never gonna hear from this boy again, because you just showed your complete ass last night. And I just know that, like, I'm thinking we in the clear. So it's the next day, of course. So I'm like, I ain't get no text message, no call, no nothing from him until later on that night. Like, it was earlier. Nothing, I ain't hear from him. It's about 9, 10 o'clock at night. He calling me. So I know y'all probably think like, why you ain't block his number and stuff. I don't know. Okay. I don't be knowing why I don't do certain stuff. But I just, and sometimes I don't even be thinking I need a reason to block certain people, because if we leave on a bad note, I just think not to call me. Like, why I gotta go the extra step to block you? Like, you should just know not to call me. Like, but that's how I used to think. But clearly, you gotta block people. But I just thought, nigga, leave me alone. So he called me later on that night at like 10 something. He called me twice. I ain't answer, because I'm thinking like, oh, well, I don't know what you thought this was, but let me let you know, when you call, I'm not answering. So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe you thought everything was cool, but once I ignored your call and your text message, now like, okay, not fucking with me no more. Like, I'm gonna leave her alone, right? So the next day, he calls again. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is he calling me? He called at like 3, 4 o'clock or something like that. I ignored it. He called again later on, like 7, 8 later on that day. I finally pick up, because I'm thinking like, okay, why the fuck you keep calling me? Like, you don't know, what you just did a day or so ago. You don't think that's grounds for us to like not speak? Like, I thought you was focusing on your girl, like, your little babe that you've been talking to for all them years, right? So I answer like, what? So he like, come on, like, don't what me, like, don't even be like that. Like, I was just calling you, like, why you didn't answer yesterday? Like, we got something to talk about. So I'm thinking like, we got something to talk about, baby. We literally don't have nothing to talk about. Like, I don't know what you talking about. So he like, we do. Like, no, I'm just calling you because like, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm a real nigga at the end of the day. So like, I'm just gonna come out and say it, like, you probably need to get checked. Excuse me, checked like what? Like, you talking about a bitch checking me? Checked on a basketball court? Get a check, like some money, dinero? What kind of check you talking about? So I said, I need to get checked. He like, yeah, I'm gonna just keep it all the way 100 with you. Like, yeah, you probably need to get checked. I said, and why would you think that? Like, what do you mean? Like, even though I'm gonna get it anyways, just because you telling me that, I'm gonna get it. But I'm like, why would I need to be getting checked? Like, what are you talking about? He like, yeah, because, when I went to go use the bathroom, like, shit just off. I said, what's off? Like, off like what? He like, yeah, man, listen, I ain't even really trying to say too much, but like, yeah, shit just off. So in the back of my head, I'm thinking like, nah, especially at my age back then, I'm thinking like, nah, no, I don't know too much. about STDs, STIs, all this stuff. But I'm thinking like if you trying to say you got something, ain't no way. Now I could be wrong. So all the doctors out there that be in the comments that swear they know everything, please go ahead and correct me because y'all swear y'all know everything. Okay, I could be wrong, but I could have swore like even if we was to exchange something as far as STD, STI, whatever, I thought that it would take a little bit longer than 24 hours. And the only reason I'm saying 24 hours is because now I felt like when you was calling me yesterday, which would have made it only 1 day since we had slept it, not even a full day. When you was calling me yesterday, I feel like you was on the same type of time you was trying to tell me this yesterday. So you telling me within 24 hours, now you itching, burning, and scratching? That what you trying to tell me? Well, let him tell it to me just something was off when he used the bathroom. And not only did I think that like you wouldn't even know within 24 hours, I'm thinking like, especially in males, like they don't even start showing symptoms within 24 hours. But you know what? I'm not no expert in this, so I can't say for sure. So I'm thinking like, I'm like, so what is it like? Is your pee burning? Like you gotta tell me something. Regardless, like I said, I'm still gonna get checked. But I'm like, you gotta tell me more. He just kept saying something is just off. You might want to get checked out because like I don't know what you gave me. Me? So you know, I'm like, oh yeah, you definitely got me fucked up. Like I'm like, now you probably just got something and you gave it to me and you try to put the blame on me because like I know my body. And you know, especially when you're younger and you're not that sexually active, like you know when you good or not. Especially like when you don't have a lot of partners and you get your checkups and your every 6 months and stuff, like you know like you good. And I knew I was good. So I'm just thinking like I don't even go without a hot dog bun. Okay, I don't even do that type of shit. That's why I got so mad at you the other night because man, you not even giving that. You know how sometimes like if you messing with somebody for years or they your little boo, you might go without the hot dog bun. Okay, if I'm just being honest, like you know, with the person you trust and y'all both probably done got checked and know y'all both good, so you might be okay with going no hot dog bun, right? He wasn't giving that. He was never giving me and him could go without the hot dog bun. Like you wasn't one of those. So I'm thinking like that's why I got so mad because why would you do that to me? And not only did you do that to me, now you want to be calling the next day acting like something is off. Your head is about to be off your neck. If you're telling me that y'all, I'm telling y'all these. Oh, so I'm thinking like, okay, you just keep saying something off, like don't even worry about it. I'm gonna get checked out. And then he proceeds to say he like, yeah, like so fuck all that happened last night. Like we might as well just go, work through this shit together and just continue to talk. We might as well be together because it's like we both got something now. We both got something now. So now he making my heart like I'm mad, but I'm low key scared at the end of the day because I'm like, what do you mean we might as well be together because we both got it? Like now he making me feel like it's something permanent. Like you gave me something. You and y'all know where y'all first mind go when somebody kind of like talk like that and you think of something permanent. You don't think about no little chlamydia, no little, no, you think about some real shit. So my heart pounding. I'm like, what do you mean we might as well be together? Like, what the fuck did you give me that you think like at this point it's uncurable and we might as well be together? So I'm panicking. So I'm like, oh hell no. Let me go to Planned Parenthood. Shout out to Planned Parenthood, y'all, for real, because I go to the doctor, but sometimes Planned Parenthood just be a little bit quicker and faster. And especially back in the day, if you tell them that you feel like you have been exposed to something, they'll just take you in. If you have insurance, you can use insurance or you could pay out of pocket. And they'll try to rush your results if you really feel like you've been exposed to something. So shout out to Planned Parenthood because that is where I went, right? So I'm thinking like it's like you 50-50. I'm over here like looking like the damn Libra sign scale balancing like, okay, part of me feel like how you gonna like what do you how you talking about you got symptoms within 24, even at the longest maybe I'll give you 48 hours since it's been 2 days since I seen you, but how are you telling me under 48 hours you got symptoms and you got something? Like you telling me you haven't even been to the doctor. Like how are you telling me in that short amount of time that you got something? But then the other part of me is like, you scaring me because what dude is gonna call and say he got something if he really don't got nothing? You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh hell no, like this is too much. Like I don't know what to believe. Then I start thinking like maybe he already knew he had something and he tried to really trap me by giving it to me. So now I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I get up, take my shower. I'm in that shower just crying. I'm sliding down the shower walls like Ebony was sliding down the wall on Players Club, okay? I'm crying. I'm just like, and then it's crazy because you know how you people always be like, go to your parents, go to your mom, go to your dad. Like that's why I try to have an open relationship with my kids so they feel comfortable to come to me about anything. And my thing is, my mama made it comfortable for me to come to her about stuff. But if we being some shit you just don't want to go to your parents about. It don't matter if your mama act like your friend. It don't matter if y'all got the coolest, tightest relationship. Sometimes, and I'm just saying sometimes, some stuff you just don't want to go to your parents about, and you should. Even if you don't feel comfortable, I mean, at least hopefully you got a big sister. Hopefully you come to me. Listen, hopefully you just ask, you seek help. Like don't just sit on it. Don't do nothing. No, ask around. Maybe if it's not your mom, go to your counselors, go to your teachers at school. Like y'all, ask for help if y'all need it. I'm not even particularly talking about this situation, but just in general, like if you don't feel comfortable going to your parents, which I feel like you should, still seek help because that's why you have other superiors. You got principals, teachers, counselors. You know, if you have older siblings and stuff, or if you in sports and you go to somebody you trust when you need help because handling certain stuff on your own, it might not be the right thing. Okay, that's enough about my little speech, okay? But anyways, I was old enough though, to be able to go to Planned Parenthood by myself. It's not like this happened when I was 14, 15, 16 years old. If you're a lot younger, you ain't supposed to be busting them wide open. Anyways, but if you are at that young age and something like this happened to you, get help. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell whoever, right? But I was older, so I was still young, but anyways. So I'm like, oh no. So I'm in the bathroom crying because like I'm scared and I'm thinking like I know like, oh, I'm just everything just playing in my head. Like, hey, you should have never gave him a chance. You should have never gave him your number again. Oh my God, I'm blaming my friend who birthday it is. Like, oh, she should have never invited me to that birthday. Then I would have never had to see him. Like, I ain't blaming her for real. But you just having all these thoughts like, oh, I should have, could have, would have, did. I should have never did this. All of this, and I'm just like, oh my God, I just cannot believe this. But now that sadness turned into anger, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it cute on the internet. But when I stop crying, I wipe them tears. That sadness turned into anger, and I'm like, I'm a,
Oh, bitch, you gonna fucking get it.
unalive. Then like, ooh, like it's gonna be a bad day for him. Like I just kept thinking that, like, if these results come back, and it's anything, ooh, and it's gonna be a bad day. That's all I kept thinking. Like it's gonna be a bad day for me and him. Cause ooh. So anyway, so okay, I get dressed whenever I go to Planned Parenthood. So they told me that it was gonna take a little while. Cause I was asked, I was like, if can you rush it? Like for today, I pay extra. They like no. I forgot what they told me. I think they said a couple days, 24 hour shit a week. I really can't think like how long they said it been a long time, right? I can't remember everything, but I knew it was gonna be like more than a day or so or two, really. I don't know. Anyways, so I wasn't gonna get the results back that day. Oh, yep, I go to Planned Parenthood. I take care of all that. I get tested for everything. I'm like, test me for everything, right? Meanwhile, once I hung up with him and got dressed, whatever, he had been calling and texting, telling me to answer. Like, boy, I'm not about to answer. Like, I don't want to talk to you until after I get these results because I'm about to be on your ass. So please, you might not want to talk to me right now. So I'm waiting for the results. So it's like the next day or something like that. He calls me. I did just go ahead and answer, y'all. I'm just like, what do you want? He like, oh yeah, like I was just trying to see if you got tested yet. Like, like if you want to go out to dinner so we could talk about this. Baby, I don't need to go nowhere where it's witnesses at. I don't want to go to. How about we have dinner at your house, just me and you? So let me come to your house because you know what? That way if something happen, it ain't no witnesses, okay? It's nobody around to know nothing. How about we do that, okay? So I'm like, what's wrong? You don't want people just like blow your mind so bad that you be like, are you slow?
Are you slow?
Are you? What's wrong with you? Like, why would you think that you can drop this type of bomb on me? Treat me how you treated me a couple days ago when you was mad. Take your hot dog bun off. Do all this crazy shit, and then you have the audacity to say, do you want to go to dinner to talk about this? No! Why do you, guys, why y'all, I think I do want to go to dinner actually because y'all heard my stomach. I'm a little hungry. So maybe I should have took him up on that offer. But then, guys, why y'all think that's okay? What's wrong with y'all to think that y'all can cause all this damage to certain women and do all this crazy shit? Then y'all turn around and be like, you want to come over? You want something to eat? Knowing damn well we do want something to eat. But can you just send me the money or something? Because I ain't supposed to be fucking with you. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just like, boy, I won't go anywhere with you. And he like, I just don't understand, like, why we just can't be together, because at this point, like, it is what it is. We both got something, like, ain't nobody gonna really want us. So mind you, he's saying this while I'm waiting for the results. I'm just thinking like, oh my God, Kay, you about to die in 7 days. Like,
7 days. 7 days? Oh my God, I'm gonna die next Monday?
like, some shit is going on. Like, this is what I'm thinking. Knock on wood, because God, I don't want to go nowhere. I'm just telling the story, God. I'm just telling the story. But I'm like, that's what I'm thinking, because you're scaring me. Like, you talking about we might as well be together. We might as well this. So I'm just like, bro, regardless of these results, I don't care if it's positive for everything. It's still never gonna be you. We're not gonna be able to be together because you're gonna be 6 feet. Anyways, so I'm just like, listen, Sheen, let me tell you something. You gonna have to stop calling this phone. Like, if you know you got something, go figure that out. And if I got something, I'll figure it out without you. Because my thing is, whether it's positive or negative, what do me and him need to talk about? Because it don't matter the outcome of this. It has nothing to do with, like, I mean, it has something to do with you because you would have gave it to me, but we not about to talk no more. We not about to be together. We not, like, so I don't understand why you keep calling to try to figure out anything. Like, whatever, you did your part. If you feel like you got something, you told me, and let's move on from there, right? So anyways, I'm just like, bro, stop contacting me. Like, I'm good on you. Like, you a weird ass dude. Like, something is wrong. Something, you off in the head. You got too much going on. Like, I don't know why you think this is okay, but clearly, if you knew you had something, you shouldn't have been trying to take your hot dog bun off. And he talking about, no, I didn't know I had anything. I don't got nothing. If like, that's why I called you, because you would have had to give it to me. Like, you gave me something, and I'm not even mad. Like, how you mad at me and you the one who gave me something? I'm like, boy, I didn't give you nothing. Like, you wouldn't even be able to know within 24 hours. Like, why is you lying? Like, that's when I started to like calm down a little bit, because I'm thinking like, if you try to say I gave it to you, you are lying. Like, you're literally lying. So now I'm thinking you don't even have nothing. You just want to fuck with me and bother me because you ain't got nothing else to do today. So I hung up the phone with him, because I'm just like, boy, get the fuck on. Like, you stressing me out even more, and I'm pissed off, because now I done woke up that morning with a pimple on my forehead because I'm stressed out, and you pissing me off. So leave me alone. So a couple days go by, or whatever, however long, for my results to come back. Mind you, the whole time I've been panicking, stressed out, barely can eat. I was eating, I ain't gonna lie. You try to act like you so stressed out, I can't eat. I always can eat. I always can eat. So, but I'm stressed out and stuff like that. So I'm just like, okay, when I tell you the results came, good God, good God, good God. The results came, y'all, and I'm just looking. I mean, I'm barely could look at my phone. I'm shaking. I'm on the phone, like, trying to focus and read it. I'm trying to read, and they send you a whole bunch of extra little, just the sheet be looking so long. It's like, just get to the point. Just say yes or no. Am I good or no? And I'm reading all through the thing, like, hey, yes, here's your results. Da da da. Gotta read. Gotta. I'm looking at all the stuff that's on there. Gotta read, chlamydia, da da da. All these other stuff, and it's like negative, 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 negative. The only thing I was positive for on that goddamn sheet was crazy. And now I'm about to come whip your ass, because you better thank your lucky stars that I was negative and I didn't have anything. So I call him. Now, at first, I was just going to leave it alone and be like, okay, you good. You're clear. You're stressing out for nothing. Everything is negative. You're clear. You don't have nothing. Go about your day. But some told me, call that nigga back and cuss his ass out. Make sure he have a bad day today. Someone's in my ear telling me that. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to listen to you. You get what I'm saying? So I call him. And I say, hey, goofy ass, bitch ass nigga. Let me let you know something. I said, I got my results back today. And he like, yeah, like, it's okay, babe. Like, you could come over here. We could talk about it. Like, I don't want you to be upset with me. I said, let's talk about what? Baby, I don't have anything. I said, I'm negative for everything, but I'm positive for coming to whip your ass today. So, what time are you going to be at home? Are you at home now? Because I feel like this deserve a ass beating. The amount of stress you put me through for these couple days, you deserve to get your ass whooped. So, let me know when you're going to be at home. So he like, oh, okay, like, well, I'm glad that you didn't get nothing. Like, maybe it was just a false alarm. Like, I told you something was off when I was using the bathroom, but it could have been a mistake. But did they test you for a pregnancy test? Because like, I don't know, because you might be pregnant.
I almost puked, but let me stay focused.
So first I had something, and now I might be pregnant. So I said, Shane, what the fuck are you talking about? He like, yeah, like I know you was upset that I took the bun off, but I did finish in you. I'm like, no, you didn't. Because I could have swore you was mad because you was still concrete and you kept saying you didn't even get to finish the race. I could have sworn that's why you was mad and that's why you was calling all girl over because you had wanted to finish. Now you telling me you did finish. So I said, no. Well, regardless, even if you did or didn't, at the end of the day, I'm not pregnant anyways because I'm on birth control. So he like, what? You never told me that.
What? What did he say?
I didn't know I had to tell you I was on BC. I didn't. I had to tell him that I was on, that my body was on birth. But he didn't even tell me he took the con. I was to tell him I'm on BC, but he don't got to tell me he take the hot dog bun off. So I said, sorry, I don't gotta tell you shit. Like, why do I have to tell you that? He like, what the fuck? Like, why you should have told me? Like, that's something I should have known. Why? Because you're a creep and where are you trying to trap me? So I'm thinking like, oh, no, 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 no. Something is wrong with you. So I'm like, no, I'm on BC. You don't have to worry about that. I'm not pregnant and I just went to go get tested. So I'm sure if I was, they would have told me. So, sir, I don't know what you tried to do. Your attempt to trap me has failed miserably. So you need to get together and you need to seek counseling because if you're around here trying to go unprotected with these women and catch something or give them something or get them pregnant,
Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
you need to, something is off in your brain, something is going on with you, you need to figure that out. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what your problem is and why you so slow, but hey, this is the end of the road for us, okay? I ain't got nothing, I'm not pregnant, I ain't carrying your seed, we're done talking, you don't have no reason to hit my line no more, don't call me, don't kick it with me, skate with me, nothing, I don't want to do anything with you, right? So he just like, no, I don't know. You need to double check. You need to make sure of that because I just know for a fact this and that and all of that. And I'm just like, shit, goodbye. You don't know for a fact shit. I'm good over here. I hang up on him. So you try to call me back, try to call me back. So now I'm like, okay, now okay, you gotta block him. So you know I'm telling Shauna this. I'm like, I cannot believe this man had me stressing for all these days because you fucking playing around. Like, why are you playing around saying some type of shit like this to people? What's wrong with you? So then I get on social media one day. Mind you, at this point, it's been a couple days, like literally only a couple days. I'm on social media. I get an inbox from this person. Mind you, I'm looking at the name. The name don't look familiar. I don't know who this person is for real. So they inbox me or whatever, and they ask like, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" And I don't like when people just inbox me and say like what's up or yo or hey or can I ask you something. If you're gonna inbox me, just put everything that you need in that inbox. Like just hit me up and say, hey, I just want to know such and such, this, blah blah blah, X, Y, and Z. Like don't say K. Like when people just say your name or inbox your name, cause it's like what? Let me know what you want in that text, okay? I don't got time for that. So when they say, can I ask you a question? I'm looking at them. I'm like, who is this? I go to the page or whatever. It's a girl. The girl don't look familiar. I'm looking at the pictures and I'm like, who the fuck is this? Like, what girl need to ask me anything? So I'm like, I hope this ain't somebody coming to me as a woman. Like, So I don't pay no mind. Like, I'm not responding to this, right? So I guess she realized that I opened it or whatever. So she waited a little bit and then she sent back question marks. So I'm thinking like, bitch, why are you sending question marks? Like, so I'm like, well, ignored it again because I'm thinking like, what the fuck do you want? Who is you? Like, tell me what you want. So I didn't respond. So she waited like a whole hour. I'm still on social media. Mind you, it's like a random Wednesday or something. So I'm just chilling in the bed. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm literally just at home, scrolling on social media on my phone. So she wrote me again and she like, it's about Sheen. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, I just noticed a girl that went through his phone and tried to come to me as a woman, try to see if I mess with him, whatever. So I'm just like, oh, no, 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 no. So I block her page, y'all, because I'm like, why are you coming to me about Sheen? I don't got nothing to do. If that's your man or your boyfriend, whatever, he ain't mine. Don't ask me no questions about him. I don't deal with that man. I don't want nothing to do with him, right? So I block the page because I'm just like, oh no, I'm straight. So next thing you know, it's a fake page coming to hit me up. Of course, I'm like, oh, here we go. Like, yeah, it's definitely trying to be. It's about to be some drama. It's one of his little bitches that's hit me up. So she wrote me on the fake page, and she's like, oh, hey, like I'm not coming to you on no bullshit. I'm not coming to you with no drama. But I think you was the girl that I seen at Sheen House that night. I pulled up.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. So I go back, y'all. I unblock the girl page and I click on it and I look a little close and I'm like, this is Stacy, y'all. It was Stacy, the girl from that night. Now, mind you, it was dark when I seen her, and the only thing I kind of seen was like a little, like the porch light was on, so I seen her a little bit, but not for real to like ID her. Like I couldn't give you a positive ID on her for real. So I was looking, I was like, this is her. And then her name, of course, like of course her real name not Stacy, but it didn't say like Stacy 313 or something. It was like I'm making up something, but it was like gorgeous girl 69 shit. I don't know. It was like a name that had nothing to do with her real name. So like I got to look and I'm like, oh shit, this is her. Like, and mind you, when I seen Stacy, she had like red hair, and then of course when I went on her page, it was her all the time, like with her natural hair or just black hair. So the red threw me off a little bit. I didn't really peep that it was her. So I was like, oh shit, this is Stacy. So I was like, oh, so now I'm kind of like intrigued a little bit. So I wrote her back. I was like, oh, okay, like, yeah, that was me. Like, what's up? And she like, no, no, like, can I call you? Like, I'm not on no bullshit. Like, I just really need to talk to you, woman to woman. I'm like, oh, no, 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 no woman to woman. I'm straight. So I'm like, girl, no, you don't got to come to me as a woman. I seen you that night. We didn't have no drama. So we don't need to have no drama now. She like, no, no, no. Like, I swear, like, I just want to ask you something. I just want to talk to you. Like, I'm not on no bullshit or whatever. So I'm like, okay. And then I think like, why the fuck you about to talk to this bitch? Like, so I told her to give me her number so I can call her star 69. I mean, am I thinking freaky? What's wrong with me? So I can call her star 67. Okay, so I can call her privately. So I'm like, okay, give me a number. I'm gonna call you. So she ended up giving me her number. So I call her. So I'm like, yes. And she like, oh no, like I'm literally like I'm not coming to you woman like that. Like that's my man. Like she like, I just wanna know, like, he's weird. Like I just talked to Shane and I know you probably don't really care, but I'm just a little worried. Come to find out, first of all, y'all, how can I say this without giving out detail? So y'all know I'm not gonna tell y'all around what age I was or how far back because I just really hate giving the timeline. And I know y'all don't think it's a big deal or y'all feel like, who cares? People care. Obviously, people in my real life because they try to piece shit together. Then you got other guys trying to figure out, oh, you said you were talking to a guy when you was 21, but remember me and you was talking when you was 21. Like you got people like that's just trying to piece too much shit together. So for me personally, because this is my real life, I don't give a timeline. Like I just let y'all know this shit happened. Y'all don't need to know if it happened when I was 15, 21, 25, 16, 2. It don't matter, right? But let's just say for the sake of what I'm about to say. Let's say if this would have happened when I was 30, I'm not even 30 yet, so of course. But like, let's say if I was 30, then Sheen was like 32. The girl he was talking to, the Stacy girl who's hit me up, she was 25. Like, it's giving that a range, right? Okay? 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 You catch my drift? So, that's a good 7 little age gap right there. And don't think too in it because she could have been 20 and he could have been 27, or she could have been 18 and he could have been 25. But still, it was given like a big difference. So at my age, at that point, I'm thinking like, why are you talking to this little young girl? Like, why is you even playing with her? So when she called, she did get very like kid like a little bit, and she was calling, she was like, I'm just worried because she told me that I gave him something. And I'm thinking like, at first I was a little skeptical and I was gonna be on that type of time, but like her voice, because I told y'all that night Stacy never said nothing to me, like she just walked up, so her voice just sounds so kid like, and I just kind of felt like the big sister in me kind of took over. It wasn't really giving like, oh, you a girl that somebody I talked to used to talk to. It gave more like mother instinct, because it's just like, I'm 5 years older than you. I'm young, so you're really young, and you got this older guy telling you that he gave you something. So I'm like, fuck all the bullshit. Let me help you out, sister. Okay. So she was like, yeah, he's telling me that I gave him something, and I know you probably don't care, but like, I just really don't know what to do. I was trying to see, like, did you know? I know you was messing with him. Did you give him something and he gave it to me, or like, how do I go about this? And I just felt so sad because the girl, like, she didn't know what to do, and I'm like, I was like, well, I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Like, you probably don't have anything. Like, I don't know how long y'all been talking, so maybe you could have possibly gave him something. But I said he's a lie, because he just tried to call me not too long ago, and he tried to say I gave him something and I didn't. But I said, you might wanna talk to your mama. And she was like, I don't have no mama. Like, no, I don't have a mom. And I was like, well, you might want to talk to your daddy. Nope, I don't have a dad. Well, you might want to talk to your aunt. Nope, I don't have it, auntie. You might want to talk to your teacher. Now, I said, I'm not even really in school. Baby, you might want to talk to the government. I mean, I'm like, you might want to talk to somebody. Like, you got, like, what's going on? So she like, no, I live with my grandma. I stay with my grandma, but I really kind of like take care of her. And I'm like, you you might want to you girl, you want me to take you to Planned Parenthood? Y'all, I did not know what to do. And I know y'all probably thinking like, I would never help somebody that the dude I was talking to, sleeping with and messing with. But y'all, she was a kid. I mean, not a kid. Okay, I ain't gonna say that because I don't want y'all to think it's literally just giving pedophile. Is not quite there yet, but you could just tell she was young and gullible and vulnerable. And you probably met somebody that's like, she living with her grandma, but her grandma's super old. She don't got no real structure, no real woman figure in her life. And you like trying to feed her some BS, and like, and I'm just like, no, I have to help her out, because like, maybe you could have did, maybe you did get him something that night. Like, I don't know. And I felt like if you got something, you do need to know. And she just gave very young, like, in the brain. So I'm not gonna pay for it. She had money, but so I was telling her like, hey, I can meet you up at a Planned Parenthood if you want me to go up there with you. Because she was saying like she don't know what to do, she don't know what to say. Like, she was crying, she was just as scared as I was. Because you got to remember, he telling her all the same thing about, oh, we could be together because what we got or whatever. So she thinking it's something permanent, like I was. So I'm thinking like, if I'm older than her and I barely could handle it, she definitely can't handle it. So you know what? I'm gonna go help you out. So I told her to meet me at the Planned Parenthood, and I basically walked her through the same thing that I had to do. Right? I told her like, you gotta wait some time, and they're gonna contact you, or you're gonna be able to get your information. And they're gonna let you know. But I was like, in the meantime, you don't need to talk to him. Like, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's crazy and he just do a lot of goofy shit. So she was like, I know, like he's just real childish. Like sometimes I just can't believe that he's okay. Again, let's say that if I was 30, the boy was 32, and she would have been 25. So if she's 25, let's say she said like, I just can't believe, like, he just definitely don't act like a 27-year-old. And I'm like, 27? I'm like, he ain't 27. What you talking about? So she like, yeah, he told me like he was 27. I said, no. I'm like, Sheen is 32. Like, mind you, okay? Of course, it's not real ages, but I'm like, no, Sheen is 32. And she like, no, he said that he was 27. I'm like, Stacy, I'm telling you. He's 32. I know. I've seen that ID. I've been around from it. He's 32. So she like, well, why would he lie about his age? I'm like, because he's a fucking psychopath. He's weird. So she like, oh, hell no, all of this. So we're like sitting like in the car, in the parking lot of Planned Parenthood, and she just came to my car because she just like, you could tell she just wanted to talk. When people, you could just tell, and me, y'all not got psychology background, okay? You know what I'm saying? I know when somebody just want to talk, and I don't mind listening to people when they need to talk. So I would just be in that ear for her and that little shoulder for her to lean on. Given the circumstances, I know it's a little awkward because it's like, hey, we was messing with the same dude, but I ain't got no beef with this girl. I ain't got no static with her. That wasn't my nigga. I don't care. She just ended up telling me how they start talking and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, you just gotta leave him alone. Like, whether your results are positive or negative, I think you should just leave him alone. So she like, yeah, I'm over him. Like, it's just too much. Y'all, he ended up calling her while we in the car. So she answered and she like, yeah, you weird as fuck. Like I talked to Kay and mind you he on speaker. So she like, I talked to Kay and she told me you told her the same thing. Like you so weird. What the fuck is wrong with you? So he like, I told you that night. I don't even talk to that girl. I ain't said nothing to that girl. I ain't called her. I ain't talked to her since that night she left my house. Like I don't even mess with her for real. Like she be in my shit. She be in my DMs trying to talk to me. So I'm like, really, Sheen? Really? So he like, who the fuck is that? Who is you with her? Oh hell no, y'all weird. Dude, hung up.
Ah, silly bitch.
So I'm look like, oh, not you trying to act like you didn't run me the same story and you didn't say the same stuff that you said to her to me. So I'm like, yeah, he's weird. Like you definitely might want to leave him alone because that nigga is dead to me. I had to unfollow him on social media and everything. So I'm like, you're weird to be trying to trap these girls out here, and then you probably was messing with her because she's a lot younger and a little bit more vulnerable. So you trying to like do what? But it just wasn't making sense. So whatever, we talked a little bit, so we end up leaving. So some time went on, of course. She ended up contacting me back on social media, of course, because I called her blocked, so she never had my number. And she was like, oh, she sent me this long paragraph, y'all. And it's crazy because it's like me and Sheen ain't cool no more, but me and her, we, when I say cool, I don't mean like we hanging out, we talking on the phone, but we do have each other on social media. And we like talk every blue moon or whatever. Like we keep in touch a little bit on social media. Like we might like each other picture every blue moon, but it's like, but she wrote me a long paragraph on social media and she was like, hey, I just want to let you know, I'm negative for everything. Like, so, and I'm like, did your results show positive for crazy as well? Like, did you want to go jump him? Like, what's going on? But nah, she like, yeah, I'm negative and I just want to thank you so much for like helping me out and being there for me because like I just don't know what I would do. And my granny, like she take her granny was like bedridden or something like that. Like she just, I don't think she was the grandma that's like up walking around and could take her to Planned Parenthood or whatever. Like she just seemed like she go through a lot. You could tell she's probably one of them kids that like be in the street, and not because like she want to like bad, but just like she don't got no mom and dad, so she just kind of like out there, you get what I'm saying? But she still just had a, when somebody got a good soul, but whatever. So she said that to me, so I was just like, oh, thank you, of course, I'm just doing my good deeds in the world, okay? I'm just doing what I can. So everything was negative for her. And she was like, yeah, I cut him off. I don't talk to that man no more. And I'm like, you really just got to be careful. Like, make sure you use protection and stuff. And she was like, yeah, because he told me he didn't like protection. So we really actually didn't even use one that night. And I said, and that's crazy because, I was just keeping it real with her. I said, that's crazy because literally like an hour before he was just with me unprotected technically because he took the shit off. So I'm like, just the hour before he was sleeping with me unprotected, and then you go to another girl and sleep with her unprotected, and y'all wonder why all this shit getting spread, everybody catching everything, everybody giving everybody these diseases and stuff, because people be nasty. That's why you have to protect yourself. Don't leave it up to just the man to bring protection or to protect y'all. You as the woman, you got to make sure you protecting yourself too. And I've learned that, like, now I be checking, I be making sure like that shit on the whole time. I damn near just want to hold it. Why? Okay, too much, but like you have to make sure, because I'm like, these dudes will do anything and they don't care. They don't care. They don't care what they got. Sometimes, half the time, they don't even know they have stuff. So they just, they just miss sleeping with everybody with no bun on, okay? And the fact that it's literally been an hour, and I almost doubt, okay? Of course, I don't know for sure, but I can doubt that you even took a shower. Like, I don't even think you washed up, like, after me to go to the next person. But, of course, I don't know. But I had only been gone for an hour. Carl House, I told y'all, was up there, was, like, around the corner. It wasn't even far. So, by the time I made it to pick up Shauna and come back, it haven't been that long, and you was already outside with her. So, it's like, did you really shower? But maybe you did. I don't know. But it didn't look like, because you had the same drawers, whatever. So, I was telling her, like, you really got to be careful. I know you young, so, and I'm young too, but you younger than me. You young, you just really got to be careful and protect yourself if you're going to be out here dealing with these dudes, because that right there showed me niggas really do not care. Because you slept with me 1 hour before you slept with somebody else. That's nasty. Because what if you did give me something and then you go give it to the next girl? Or what if I gave you something, then you sleep with another girl, an hour later gave it to her, then get, like, that's how the cycle goes. It's just too much, y'all. But I just thank God that I didn't get anything. Because, baby, I should have pressed charges on your ass, bitch. But anyway, so, yeah, so she sent me that sweet message. So, I was just like, oh, of course, no problem, whatever. So, like I said, we still straight, but she... Oh, Sheen. I think he work at Sheen now. So no, nah. But I don't know where he at. Don't care. Don't what. Oh, that's all. Every time I think of him, that's all I can really just. I cannot believe he tried to trap me and try to trap her. Technically, like Shane, are you looking? Was you just looking to get somebody pregnant? Did you want a baby? Like, what was your motive? Cause still to this day, I don't know what motive you could have by trying to sleep with people unprotected and get them pregnant, or lie and say that you gave them something. What is your motive? What did? You know what? But yes, y'all, that is the end of my story time. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Make sure you thumbs up this video and comment down below, and make sure you are subscribed. But y'all already know. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Peace.